one, you're live.
Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing? Welcome to 92.1 wfov. This is the section that we push the positive and people who make a difference. We will return very shortly to the Jazz Jacuzzi. And I am yours truly, Dr. Lee Bell. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Great, excellent.
Yeah, doing really well today.
Who do I have with me?
I'm Inga. I'm Inga from California, visiting Flint.
Inga.
Yeah.
That sounds like the name of an artiste.
It is, indeed.
What do you do for a living?
I'm actually a professional artist. I'm finally figuring out a way to get by doing art.
That third eye is working well. This guy has a face for radio. Or behind a mic.
Yep. Yeah, my name is Tommy Chu. I'm a vinyl disc jockey, and I'm playing some tunes for this event that we have going on this afternoon.
What is this event?
I guess I should let Inga speak about
So this is a mural block party, which is basically a community painting event where I designed a basic concept, a basic kind of outline for a mural to paint on the side of this radio station, and invited everybody in town to come out and paint together. And the way I do these things is the initial design is like a suggestion, but then I give people artistic license, an agency to make whatever they want of the wall.
What is the location of this block party? Everybody loves a party.
Yeah, well, I've been in Flint for a couple of weeks now, and I've just been trying to find a wall where lots of different types of people pass by, where there's some traffic. There's a bus stop right here. There's people coming off the highway. There's people coming between the Hurley Medical Center and the university. And lots of people have been driving by, kind of pausing, checking us out, and then calling people over. People have been honking and yeah.
So where is this party and mural?
Right on the corner of University Avenue and Grand Traverse. So on University between Grand Traverse and Mason, at the 92.1 radio station recording, where murals going down right on the side of the building here.
Well, that explains it. I'm hearing two sets of music in my headset. I have the jams I'm playing inside the Jazz Jacuzzi, and then I hear the party tunes that you're playing.
Yep. Yeah, I'm actually rocking a Jimmy McGriff record right now. I'm just letting it play while I'm in here, but yeah, it's been great while the mural's going. It's always nice to have some tunes bumping in the background. We got some food on the grill, and
Yes.
yeah, like I said, I'm a DJ, and I go around doing this type of thing, events, a lot of community events like this in Flint. Just like we've been here since noon, so I've just been playing records for about 4.5 hours, from hip hop to 80s dance music to jazz type of stuff, all over the place.
Well, I like the jazz type stuff.
Yeah.
So how long is this party rocking?
I think we're gonna go till sundown. It was kind of like noon to 6. I'll be here. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say till Sunday. And you said to sunset.
I'll be over here tomorrow finishing the mural also.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to pop by and keep me company, well, I got my little boombox.
Okay.
And this guy has to go home.
Oh, really?
So I will be here till the end of Sunday. So that was a good guess.
So you don't have the heart to be here till Sunday?
I don't know I don't got enough records with me.
Oh.
I'd have to go home and get re-up.
You did say vinyl DJ, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all vinyl right now. I got hundreds of records at my place. But I am trying to expand to CDJ, open up my repertoire a little bit so I can download stuff.
Well, I'm doing my entire 5-hour show off my phone. Google Play.
Need to take some tips.
Yeah, just put it in my pocket. Just put it in my pocket and go.
Yeah.
Inga, what do you think about the Flint community thus far?
It's been really lovely. Everybody is so friendly. it's really, I mean, people everywhere are friendly. Most people are kind of nice people. But here, I go to the shop, people shake my hand, people ask me for my name, people want to be Facebook friends. It's, yeah, I've just been meeting really wonderful people.
Well, that's great to hear.
And I'm meeting a lot of people that are really working hard to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to bring this community up. Everybody wants to make this town nice. And I'm really impressed by the amount of activism here.
America, do you hear this? Flint is friendly and on the move. Inga,
Sir.
how did you formulate your process for today's event?
Well, I live in the San Francisco Bay Area right now, and
Hold it. Did you say the island?
San Francisco Bay Area. I live in Berkeley.
Alcatraz?
I've been to Alcatraz.
I couldn't let that one go by.
Alcatraz is surprisingly easy to break into in the middle of the night. I'll tell you
Okay.
that.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, so I live in the Bay Area, and as an artist, I really think that artists could be more political, should be more political in times like these. I think art is a great way to bring people together, to have difficult conversations. It's a great way to pull people together from different points of view. And it's a really peaceful and positive environment to do that. And so I want to make public art and as a way of bringing people together to hold civil discourse. In San Francisco, most people are progressive. Making projects like this is like preaching to the choir in many ways. So I'm doing a series of different murals in different places across the country that are polarized and divided.
Who funds your work?
For this project, I did a Kickstarter, crowdfunding. I think it's, I believe fundamentally that all public art is propaganda. And so whoever pays for public art gets to choose the story. It's very obvious if you go to Europe, you have religious paintings everywhere, and everybody knows the stories of the Bible, because that's how you tell stories. And so I think there's a huge opportunity for people to choose the stories that they want to preserve and the values to which they subscribe by funding public art, by coming together and just throwing $20 in a pot. And I think I'd really love to see more of that, communities funding public art in their neighborhoods, and that way they get a voice.
How would I get you to come back and do another space for us?
Well, the crowdfunding campaign that I did was meant to fund one mural, this one. I actually already started another one in the west part of town. And I'm going to do another piece for the Elated Food Foundation in South Flint. So I'm going to end up leaving town having done 3 murals. If you have something specific in mind, we could talk. We could put a campaign together and crowdfund it.
Well, I do have an idea. There's an old school on the north end called the Flint Development Center.
Mm-hmm.
It was formerly known as Bunch Elementary School. A group of community activists and some church members got together to purchase this building, and they're repurposing it as a community center.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I would like to see a mural. Some of the thoughts that I would transfer to you about the mural
Mm-hmm.
is that many of the folk who are connected to reopening this building,
Mm-hmm.
they have a passion for the community. Many of them have prospered in their adult life because of the attention they got as children.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a lot of athletes who came up through the Flint system.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone on to be professional athletes, gone to work for national corporations, but they found themselves back here in Flint trying to make a difference. And I think it's the same reason why I remain here. as children, we received so much love from the community that we thought it worked for us, and we need to make sure that we do that for the children coming up now.
Takes a village.
Yes. So I would be interested in putting you together with the people at the Flint Development Center to make that mural happen. The center is fairly new, so I think the mural would bring an additional synergy to that community.
Well, personally, what would you like to see on that building? Do
I
you have
would
any ideas?
some depictions of community athletics and something futuristic that might represent Flint's future. Something of that nature.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'd love to go check it out. I'm here for 2 more weeks.
Okay.
I do have to finish this mural and paint another one. You know, I feel like the way that I do these murals, I'd really like to see more of this process in general. So, for example, for the mural that you'd like, I could help you guys design a mural, and then all it takes is just a little barbecue and an invitation to all your friends to come out and to paint the mural together.
I think we could make that happen very easily. So before you leave, or before I leave today, let's exchange numbers and find a time to take you up there to meet the folk and let you look at the terrain. And
I think it just takes a little logistics, and I would really love to work on the sort of like the spark of that project while I'm here for the next 2 weeks. And then kind of like help you work through the logistics of how to get people together and how to organize.
This is supposed to happen because the CEO of the Flint Development Center, her last name is Sparks.
Great.
Yeah, so we're going to make this happen, yes.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of good Flint art. We have a lot of good Flint artists, and I think this event and events like these is a good opportunity to spread the word and share the information about that project that's going on the north end, and and getting some, you know, local interest and people who have the know-how to make, who have been in the process of beautifying buildings through murals and through art, and just having that conversation. That's awesome. I didn't know that. You know, I mean, here we are downtown in Carriagetown area. It feels like a world away from the north end sometimes.
Yes, it does.
And having that conversation and bringing people together is what these events are for. And that's why I was so excited to DJ this event when Inga and Paulie had mentioned it to me.
Well, now the big question. What's your availability for that event? Is it going on now? I mean, my schedule's pretty... Well, we still have to
I got a couple weekends in November that are scheduled, but that's about it. I think I have one event in December and a couple weekends booked in November, but as far as DJing and bringing my equipment up there, my speakers, my PA system, rocking it out, man. There's definitely a power in the music as well that goes along really well with art.
See, this is how things happen when you talk, when you conversate, when you share your ideas, your passions.
Yeah.
Things can happen.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear some parting words from both of you.
I'll kick it off. I suppose. I'm just thinking that this event is just on my mind, and just the amount of people who have just been walking down University Avenue and seeing people painting, hearing the music, smelling the food, and feeling comfortable enough to walk up and grab a plate, dance a little bit, paint. You know, it's a community project, and we want the community, or at least what I understand from Inga, wants to see the community reflected in this piece of artwork that's, you know, very visible. So just feeling super positive this evening about that, and with this talk of the space on the north end, you know, just a lot of good connections today. It's
very
a pleasure
nice.
meeting you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, man,
and
thanks.
Keep the music rocking.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You got any old jazz records you might have to holler at me?
Okay, I certainly will.
And for me, I have to say, I was, you know, like very excited and nervous yesterday and this morning to see who would show up, how people would take to it. And I'm like really, really excited and pleased with how many people came out and how people got into painting the mural, and the conversations I've had of people kind of like trying to take the temperature of like where people want this mural to go, whether they want it to be colorful and happy and hopeful and really uplifting, or to reflect like the darker side of Flint, because there's also that, of course. Yeah, I think what came out is just like really reflective of what people want to see more in the community, and just watching people like have conversations and make connections and like introducing people, and it's been great. And I really thank you for bringing up the mural that you'd like to see happen in the future. I would love to see more of these events everywhere. I think it's just a really great way to get neighborhoods together, to hang out and to get to know each other, and just to make something beautiful.
Well, the challenge has been issued. We're coming to the Flint Development Center with a mural and a community engagement project. Be on the lookout. Facebook, Google Play. Stay tuned to WFOV. And keep an eye on Paul Herring. He'll put the information out there so that you can get it firsthand. Again, thank you both for what you've done today and what you will continue to do in the future.
Thank you.
We will continue to push the positive and people who make a difference here inside the Jazz Jacuzzi. For such a time as this, keep listening to 92.1 WFOV. Our voices, yours and mine. 92.1